Verse 29. And on the 8th day she shall take unto her two turtle doves and 2 young pigeons, and bring them unto the priest to the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. The priest shall offer one for a sin offering, the other for a burnt offering. And the priest shall make an atonement for her before the Lord for the issue of her uncleanness. Now, why wasn't that for the man? Because the man, he's considered more clean than the woman. Okay? Alright? Because if you go into the study of the body, a man's body is considered alkaline compared to a woman whose body is acidic. Okay? And the more acidic your body is, the more susceptible it is to not only help develop diseases, but also host them. Meaning, you know, help diseases grow and multiply. Okay? So the spread of diseases and stuff happens when a woman is unclean, man. Alright? And when she deals with multiple men. That's how that shit gets spreaded. Okay? So technically a man is more clean than a woman. Okay? Just throwing that out there. Alright? Because if he releases, all you have to do is go take a shower. If you got any semen on anything, wash that. And at the end of the day, or when the evening come in, he's clean. He's free to do whatever he wants. He's clean unto the Lord, in the sight of the Lord. But a woman, when she goes on her menstrual, she has to be set apart for 7 days. Then once her blood stops, she has to count 7 days to that. Then on the next day after that, which will be the 8th day, or 15, if it all goes to 14 days, the 15th day she got to go offer a sacrifice unto the priest to be considered clean unto the Lord. So who's cleaner? The man. Okay? The man. Now back to Leviticus 12:1. This is, "And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, If a woman, okay, have conceived seed," which the man has the seed, which we prove that according to the law, "and born a man child," which is a boy, okay, "then she shall be unclean 7 days, according to the days of the separation, for her infirmities shall she be unclean." Okay? And in the 8th day, the flesh of his foreskin shall be circumcised. So which the covenant of circumcision fell on the sons of Israel. Because we ain't like these fucking Hamites that circumcised a woman cutting out their clitoris, man. Alright, that's barbaric. That's heathenistic, man. That's savagery. Okay? The Lord never commanded that, man. And that proves we're not Africans. So to hell with some goddamn Africans. And you Africans, you're going to pay for bullshit like that, because that's an abomination, man. And any of you Hamitic, it's like any of you Negroes that's over there and in Africa that go back to Israel, to our people, and you thinking about circumcising your woman or your daughters, you need to repent, man, and don't do that. Because if you do that, that's going off, man. You're supposed to be circumcised. The man supposed to get circumcised to fulfill and keep the covenant that was given to our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay? That was a custom of our forefathers. Alright? Alright? Just throwing it out. Verse 4. "And she shall then continue in the blood of her purifying 33 days. She shall," so for a woman, alright, that bears a son, she'll be considered unclean for 40 days total. Okay? Remember that. "She shall touch no hollow thing," she can't touch nothing holy, "nor come into the sanctuary until the days of her purifying be fulfilled." So, say we having, say like back, well, in the kingdom when we have our worship or whatever, if a woman had given birth or she's on her menstrual, you know, she's recovering from giving birth to a child, a man child, she can't come into the sanctuary until she finished her 40 days. And the same, and I'm gonna keep reading. It's gonna be the same if she has a woman child. She can't come into the sanctuary until she fulfill those days of her healing. Okay, because it's a certain period of time that a woman supposed to recover after she give birth. And even these doctors, they suggest a certain period of time for a woman's body to heal. Okay, from the trauma of pushing out the child, man. Because that's, I talked to my mom about it, and when I used to get my hair braided when I was back in the world, the woman that used to braid it for me, she had 2 kids, and I asked her about it. She just told it to me straight, man. She said that shit was painful, and a lot of stuff, their body go through a lot, so they have to recover, okay, all right, and heal from that whole dramatic pushing and stuff, okay. So while they healing, they could be bleeding, so they have to be separated because they're considered unclean until after there's so many days of purification. Let's keep reading. Leviticus 12:5. But if she bear a maiden child, which a maid is a female, then she shall be unclean 2 weeks. See, it's different. She was considered unclean for a week until the 8th day, when the male child gets circumcised, okay, and receive his name. Like you could read that in Luke 1 when John the Baptist got circumcised, and then they called his name John because they was asking him what his name gonna be, and Elizabeth said his name is John, and then Zacharias, his family wanted to name the child Zacharias, and Zacharias couldn't talk, and then he wrote it down, and then he was able to talk to fulfill what the angel Gabriel told him because he didn't believe. You could read it for yourself. All right. So for a woman, if your woman bears you a daughter, okay, she's supposed to be separated for 2 weeks. That's a whole nother week, showing there's no equality right there, as in her separation. And she shall continue in the blood of her purifying 66 days. So that's a total of 80 days for a woman to recover after having a daughter, showing there's no equality in this whole thing between the man and the woman, from the reproduction process, okay, which we're going to continue proving that, the reproduction process, okay, strength, the recovery, how long, who's considered more clean, okay. That's a cold cut right there. Okay. Alright. So let's go to First Corinthians 11:8. That's a cold cut right there, man. First Corinthians 11:8. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman is of the man, which we broke that down, reading about when a woman conceives seed. When she takes the man's sperm into her womb, that man can produce either a man or female child, which that's common biology, okay, because the man carries the XY chromosome. I think the woman only carries Ys. So if it's a XY, then it's a boy. If it's YY, then it's a girl. Okay, that's plain. So it says for the man is not of the woman. Okay, so who you are, who you come from, is not of the woman, all right, but is of your fathers. Okay, but the woman of the man. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. Okay, so these women talking about, there's a man for every woman. No. You women outnumber us. The reason why is because of what I just read. Okay? It says that the woman was created for the man, not the man for the woman. Okay? You was created to be a helpmate. Excuse me. Let's get that.